Ellie and Harmon. We're here at White Rock Beach and we are going to explain some of the coastal processes here down at the beach. So let's dive on into it. Let's go.
I'm currently walking on the coast of White Rock Beach. The coast is a part of land that is in between the ocean and the edge of the mainland. It's when the ocean meets the land. Here I am on the shore of White Rock Beach. The shore is a part of the coast. It marks the line between the high and low water marks.
So now we're at the beach, and the beach is a strip of land consisting of loose particles or sand. Alright, and it runs alongside the water. The water is right here, obviously. And that's the beach. Okay, so I'm here at the high tide limit, and the high tide limit is when the tide hits the highest point in the day. So tides can grow and dip in height due to the effects of the gravitational pull of the moon gives off. And today the highest tide point is right here. Obviously you can tell because it's where the seaweed is. This line of seaweed.
So I'm going to tell you about swash. Swash is when the water breaks and it comes onto the shore, pushing sediment towards the shoreline. Swash comes in at a 90-degree angle.
But for backwash, it's the opposite of swash, and what it does when it sends waves and water back in, it brings small rocks and sediment and all that with it.
Longshore drift is the movement of materials when swash puts high amounts of sediment up onto the beach. So part of longshore drift is constructive waves. Constructive waves help build up the area with sediment load. Destructive waves are created from very stormy conditions. They are big, large waves that come from heavy wind pushing them inwards. And these right here are here because of destructive waves, so then that does less damage to the shore.
A breaker is a heavy sea wave in the process of losing its energy, and it becomes like a white foam when it hits the shore.
So attrition is when rocks bump together in a river, stream, or other bodies of water, and they hit together and they break each other and break into smaller things.
Abrasion is like attrition, except instead of bumping against each other, they rub against each other.
Hydraulic action is the erosion reaction that occurs when the motion of water hits against the surface slowly or quickly, breaks it down, and erodes it. Corrosion is when rock, limestone, and other minerals dissolve due to carbonic acid in seawater.
Spits are narrow coastal land formations that are made up of mainly sand and other kinds of sediment. They are formed when longshore movement pushes a large amount of sediment to one place over time.
Headland formation is a cliff that sticks out above the sea and is surrounded by water on three sides. It is made up of more resistant rock.
A bay formation is created when a coastline is composed of weak, soft rock and can be eroded easily due to hydraulic action.
So a glacial till is the sediment deposited by a glacier, and as it accumulates, it will create piles called moraines. Moraines! And yeah, good.
Erratic is when a material is moved by geological forces from a location to another. This is usually done by glaciers. Example of this is the White Rock.
Groin is placed perpendicular to the coastline to trap sediment, as it did over here with the sewer storm drain, and it also does over there by the riprap is human placed rocks or boulders or even logs that prevent hydraulic action from eroding the coastline.
Storm sewer outlets is when heavy rain happens on the other side of the levee and then goes into the storm drains and then comes out here so that it doesn't. This right here behind me is a railroad. It is also actually a dike because it was built up so it stops flooding and water from getting over onto the other side. Right here is geotextile fabric. It is used to reinforce and protect areas of the shoreline to stop
Shops are usually tailored to what is around them. So for example, a fish and chip shops near the beach, or maybe an ice cream shop.
Real estate, you got all these nice beautiful houses. As you can see, they're quite tall. You get the nice view of the ocean and on the hill. And also, houses near the beach
The main place for tourism is the White Rock itself, seeing that there's a city named after it. The area is also quite nice stores, and has some amazing views to go along with it. If you look over here, you can see that there's the pier, and there's water, and it's an amazing beach. And over to that side, over there, there's a bunch of stores and shops along the coast. Evidence of historic economic industry are the lumber mills on the Weg on Marine Drive. All the stores are quite built up and are near where the docks would have been, so people would have been able to walk along the storefronts.
The shotcrete up there is sprayed concrete that'll prevent rocks from loosening, and it will prevent a rock fall.
Rock bolts are put in places to hold large bodies of rock so they remain stationary. Rock bolts are steel bars which are cemented within drilled holes.
Retaining walls are usually made of concrete blocks, poured concrete, rocks, or boulders. They are used to hold or contain soil on one of its sides.
This is Kira in front of a shotcrete. There's also angle of repose visible. The angle of repose is the steepest angle at which a slope made of loose material is stable. Factors that influence this are rock size and rock roundness. Last but not least, Mr. E in his majestic habitat.
So long shore drift. Oh god.
Abrasions when they rub together on the ground.